Good matchups tonight in Major League Baseball that you could keep a close eye on. Paul Goldschmidt, he's got good numbers against Chris Bassett. He's 4 for 9 with a double and a home run. So if you take Goldschmidt over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI at minus 130, he's hit this in 67% of road games against righties at night. Jonah Heim is hitting 333, 6 for 18 with 2 doubles and a home run against JP Sears. Max Kepler hitting 279 with a double, a triple, 3 home runs, and 5 walks against Lucas Giolito. You could get like plus 185 on Kepler to walk. You can also get over half a hit at minus 140. Kepler's hit this in all 5 games against Boston this year. He's hit in 3 of his last 5 home games at night against righties. George Springer, he's only 3 for 9, but a double and a home run against Max Fried. Oh, the throat's going out. Miguel Andujar, 6 for 14 with a double and a home run against the lefty Patrick Corbin. So those are some of the good matchups on the board. Some bad matchups tonight in Major League Baseball. Adolis Garcia, he's 4 for 26 with 7 Ks against JP Sears. So under 1.5 total bases, was a bit juiced at minus 155. I don't like laying more than minus 150, but if you don't mind, Garcia has gone under 1.5 total bases in 61% of games at home against lefties. He's hitting 200 Garcia this season against lefties and 220 at home. Wyatt Langford, he's 1 for 11 with a home run and 2 strikeouts against Sears. If you take his under 1.5 total bases, it's hit in 71% of Langford's home games against lefties, 7 of the last 10, including 5 straight when at home against the Southpaw. Nick Castellanos, he's 2 for 20 with 2 home runs and 4 strikeouts against Lucas Giolito. His under 1.5 total bases has cashed in 7 of his last 10 home games against righties, both games so far against Boston. And dating back to last season, Castellanos went under 1.5 total bases in 4 of 5 games against the Red Sox. Lastly, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., he's 2 for 14 with a double and 2 Ks against Max Fried. So those are some of the good matchups and bad matchups of the night in Major League Baseball. Jose Perez, I wish Prop Queen came on earlier. Why? What time do you want? What do I think of Lucas Giolito? He's been really good on the road this season. He has been shockingly good on the road this season. I will read you straight from Major League Baseball their write-up on Lucas Giolito tonight. Let me get down to the game. So here's their scouting report on Giolito. He lost 4-1 to the Cubs at Wrigley, allowing 4 runs in 5 1/3. But prior to that, Giolito 5-0 with a .70 ERA in his previous 6 starts. Obviously good. I was looking at Giolito on props.cash, and we could take a look at props.cash. Share screen. By the way, the giveaway is still live. If you want to sign up for props.cash, you get $10 off, which makes it $9.99 using promo code PropQueen, and you get a free subscription for the PropQueen.com newsletter for a month. Nate, I'm going to have WNBA props tonight too, but yes, I will do tomorrow. I'll see maybe if Coach could come on and save me from talking. I'll see if he can come on tomorrow. I'm going to have some WNBA action tonight as well. I'll get to that coming up after this. So according to props.cash, if you were to look at Giolito's props, according to the algorithm, it says here the most likely over to hit, well, that's the fantasy numbers. His walk prop is most likely, and his under earned runs is most likely. So under is minus 150. Oh, 3.5. Jesus Christ. Well, if you want to lay minus 150 on the under home runs, what's his hits allowed? Okay, under 5.5 hits allowed is minus 120. And when on the road this year, it's hitting. Wow, that's great. I should have put that in the newsletter. Look at that one, Joe Dalla. Under 5.5 hits allowed has hit in every single road game for Lucas Giolito this year. So if that's a prop that you're looking for, you could look for his under. Now let's see on the spreadsheet. So on the propqueen.com spreadsheet, share screen. This is what I do. Like I literally go back and forth between the spreadsheet and props.cash and see what I like best on the board. So the Red Sox are playing the Phillies. So now if you want to take a look at the propqueen.com spreadsheet, still looking at Giolito, by the way, everyone. Still looking. So the propqueen.com spreadsheet tells us that the Phillies are averaging 5.2 hits per game against starting pitchers. So if the prop is 5.5 and they're about 5, and it's gone under in every one of Giolito's road games, then maybe under 5.5 hits allowed for Giolito is the best play, would be my hunch. Let's see. Left-handed hitters versus Bassett looking really good tonight. Jay's getting Keller. Okay. Took Giolito under outs. So, yeah, the average innings pitched is about 15 to 16 outs against the Phillies this year. Looking at props.cash and his outs prop there. Let's go to props.cash again. Props.cash. Looking at his outs prop on the road. Okay, he's gone over a bit more on the outs. So I don't know if an under per se. Let me see how the line moved too, because I did track the line moves from last night. Why don't I have? Oh no, maybe the Red Sox Phillies game wasn't on my snapshots. Oh no, it was. Okay. Plus 130 minus 154 last night. And now the market, FanDuel, MLB. It's about the same. 4-cent move in favor of the Phillies. Not a big enough move for me to worry about it. Yeah, I would say based on the numbers, under Giolito hits allowed would be my play. But yeah, it makes sense based on the amount of outs that the Phillies average against these pitchers anyway for under 17.5 outs. But it just appears that because Giolito's so good on the road this year, he's been staying in games long enough. It's 16.5 on DK. Taj Bradley over 17.5 outs. Okay, let's take a look at what props.cash says about it. So props.cash. I looked at him today for something, and I can't remember why I didn't like something. Over 17.5 outs, and they are at home. So it's a number that he's cashed in 70% of home games, averaging just over 16 outs. I think the reason I didn't like it was because on the Prop Queen spreadsheet, let me double check. I'm pretty sure the White Sox didn't average that many outs against starters. So the White Sox are averaging 16, 17. Oh, no, they are 18. 18 outs a game to starters this year, the White Sox. So Taj Bradley at home, at night, he's gone over in 3 of the last 4. At home overall has gone over in 70% of games. Yeah, I mean, I have no issue with Taj Bradley to go over his outs prop tonight. They do have him looking like he'd go. I don't know why the algorithm likes him to go under. It's so weird. I don't know why the algorithm's saying under on his outs. The over makes the most sense. Let me see if that line moved at all. Tampa Bay was a minus 200 favorite last night. They're minus 215, so this team's on the raise. I don't know why the algorithm here likes the under, but to me, the over makes the most sense for Taj Bradley on his outs tonight. It's a number he's gone over a lot. He's only averaging 16, but look at these last few games at home. And at home at night, the 4 days rest. Whatever. At home at night, though, those are pretty good numbers. Head-to-head against the White Sox, don't know. Yeah. I would say also looking at, let's see Taj Bradley's numbers at home. Taj Bradley's stats at home this year. Taj Bradley 4.94 ERA, not great, but I guess it's been better lately. July 2.04, but that was just three games, 2.04 ERA in July, not bad. He had a 5.72 in June. That was pretty crappy, but yeah, Taj Bradley over outs. I can't complain about that one. Patrick Corbin day today. Under strikeouts for Fried then, Sean. Okay. I was looking into this, but Max Fried is always a 5.5. So to get a 4.5 on Max Fried is very scary. And I know that we take unders on the Blue Jays. I don't know if I can do it on Max Fried. He's been pitching well. Lefties recently against the Jays. Rodon had 4. Robbie Ray had 3. Jeffrey Springs had 5. And Lopez of the A's had 5 right before the All-Star break. A lot of 4s out there. Fried had... Oh, here's why I didn't like it. Max Fried only had 2 strikeouts at Yankee Stadium July 1st against the Jays. It scares me betting the same prop to hit twice. That's why I didn't bet it. See? Under for the PRA for Brianna Jones. There you go. Bradley is psycho to bet. No idea what he's going to do game to game. He's been going over at home, but you're right. It's just a hot July for Taj Bradley. We'll see if it continues. Sean, Toronto going at least 2 for 4. Oh, God. You two are going head-to-head. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's going to be a problem. Dreams on a back-to-back for everyone that needs to know. Thank you, Jose Perez, for that. I really appreciate it. Supposed to be rain in Tampa. Okay, keep that in mind. Fried's been underwhelming. He's missed his last start with a blister. I know, that was before the All-Star break, though. So they gave him the extra rest. I just can't bet the same thing to happen within the same month. Like July 1st, 22 days later, is Fried going to do it again? Or is he going to surprise us? I just can't bet it. Now, if Fried went over the first time and his prop was 4.5, I would be like, oh, okay. Fried's prop was 5.5 last time. He went under with 2. They obviously lowered it, so it's not as alarming. But I don't know. No, they stopped. He was supposed to start. Fried was supposed to play in the All-Star game. And then he decided not to play because of the blister. And then he left the game that he started before the All-Star game early because of the blister. That's why. He didn't want to face Strider in Atlanta. We'll see. Can we get the newsletter early tonight? It always comes out at 6:02. I always schedule it for 6:02, usually right after the show. But you're right. Maybe I could reschedule it because I'm only doing until 5:30 today. So I guess I could reschedule it. I'll see if I can do that for an earlier time today. Jose Ramirez, 3+ hits, runs, and RBI plus money again. He's been cashing. Okay, let's look. Share screen, props.cash. Let's go to JRAM. JRAM, Jose Ramirez. They're at home. So Jose Ramirez at home in the last, his runs and RBI. So over 2.5 has hit in 4 of the last 5. It's hit in 5 of the last 10. When he's up against a righty, still 5 of the last 10. At night, 7 of the last 10 at home against a righty at night. 4 of the last 5, 65% of his last 20. Over 3 against Eflin in his career, but whatever. That's like a small sample size. Over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBI. You don't need to go, 3+. There you go. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. if he's at home. And he's hitting well I know he's hitting well at home. Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez hitting 289 at home, 300 on the road. Hitting 275 against righties, crushing lefties at 339. But hits 326 at night. So far this month, he's only hitting 231. But it's been cashing in 4 of the last 5 here, 4.6. He's averaging 2.5 a year for the year, but averaging 4.6. Oh, that's the head-to-head, sorry. In the head-to-head, it's been cashing against Baltimore. Overall, against Baltimore, dating back to the beginning of last year, it's hit in 67% of games. Against Baltimore, he's averaging 3.6 hits, runs, and RBI, Jose Ramirez. So he's crushing Baltimore. I didn't even know that. Jose Ramirez, let's look up his stats against Baltimore in his career. Now I'm intrigued. Against Baltimore in his career, Jose Ramirez hitting 371 through 60 games. Sorry, 298. Sorry, 371 is his on-base percentage. 298 career batting average against the Orioles through like 60 games. It's pretty insane. Toronto team total over. Is that because we just are fading Max Fried, thinking that he can't, that he's hurt? The Jays do have the 7th best OPS against lefties this year. The Jays 13th in slugging against lefties. I mean, if that's something that you're into, the Yankees bullpen, I think, has been pretty banged up. Like they've been pretty used. So the Yankees bullpen might be tired and give up those runs. I don't trust them. But remember, there's an off day tomorrow. So there is a chance that the Yankees throw the pen if Max Fried can't go that deep. So maybe. This pod should be called Taco Bell Hater Prop Queen. Yeah, sure. Okay. Game Day Wagers. He's going to come on the show as a guest soon, too. He likes the Guardians to go over their team total tonight against the Orioles. The 3+ is a ladder, too, for Jose Ramirez. They keep leaving the bases loaded. 3.5 at -110 on Fried. Fried has always stubbed the toe. That's true. I agree with that, Joe Dollar. I said when everyone's all hyped up that the Yankees got Max Fried, I was like, he's not a number 1. Not an ace. Not an ace. Okay, I do have a pitcher prop, though. It's my best bet of the day. So let's get to Royal Log. Royal Lock of the day. Jesus Luzardo over 4.5 hits allowed. So Luzardo has been struggling, especially at home with a 4.80 ERA this year. 80% of games, he's allowed at least 5 hits in Philly to their opponent. And the Red Sox are averaging 5 hits a game against starters this year. 7 of the last 10 Southpaws to face Boston have had 5 or more hits. So best bet of the night, Jesus Luzardo over 4.5 hits allowed at -125. Now I have to go rest my voice because, as you could tell, I can't talk like my normal self. But I'm going to be back tomorrow.